All right, so we're going to talk about streamer depression, which is something that I'm going to open a beer while I do this. Which is something that has popped up a shit ton recently. You've seen like a lot of really big streamers like break down and cry on stream. And then there's people who are like threatening to quit and just all kind of fucked up shit. Watch Weird Kid rages over Loud House. Yeah, that's a no. Dude, all that weird kid shit, none of those videos are funny. They got 30 views each. Fucking shut up about them. Alright. So, we're going to try and break this down for your average, like, viewer. Because, like, in essence, right, streaming seems like the easiest fucking shit ever, right? You just sit in front of a fucking mic and a camera and you play games and talk, right? And then you make money. And then if you're really good at it, you make lots of money. Like Ninja, gets like 10 mil a year probably. So yeah, we're going to try and break down. There are two videos. There's a third video. I'm trying to remember what it is. That would be really good for this shit. But I can't think of it right now. Alright, so like here's the example, right?
Fucking dead ass. Like I am not.
So I think this guy, he's like a pretty chill streamer. Like he does Fortnite and IRL. And he's been streaming since WoW days, so he's streamed for a fucking while. And this kind of shit happens to him like every 3 months. I think he's probably at the like right end of it. Like if we had a spectrum, the left end being people who have no problems. This is why we've got this guy as well. These are the two ends of the spectrum here. We've got left and right. This is like never mentally affects him. That's this dude. And then this is extremely mentally affects him. So we're going to start with the bad shit first. Yo, what up, Creed?
Not streaming for like I don't want to stream for you guys anymore. I don't. You guys are ungrateful pieces of shit. Like you
can play squads after this? Yeah,
right?
sure, buddy.
I'm not talking to all of you, but most of you. I mean, shit. It's a good amount of you probably. You're ungrateful.
And I feel really bad doing this. Like if I cried on stream, I wouldn't want other people fucking watching it on their stream. Like I get that, but I think this is like overall, this is like a net positive, right?
Pieces of shit. You actually are. You're legitimately ungrateful, terrible fucking people, and you harass me every single.
So like, this is gonna be really interesting actually with the chat.
Every single day you harass me. You need to get a life. I feel fucking bad for you. I actually feel very bad for you. You need a life, okay? You guys are making me sad as shit. All right, like seriously, you're making me sad.
Sorry, for some reason his nose makes me laugh. This is so mean. Okay,
like,
I'm doing a really bad job
like,
of being.
I just want to be entertaining for you guys. I'm.
All right, we don't need to watch it. I think this is probably gonna be pretty repetitive, right?
I beg you, just stop. It's literally ruining my life. It's actually ruining my life.
Being harassed.
All right, so this is the first thing is harassment, right? This is his big point. The point is he doesn't like when people say negative things to him on the internet. And like, to be fair, this is the thing. So before I started streaming, I was like, you know what? Like negative hate, that'd be fucking easy to deal with, dude. People like shit talk me when I play League of Legends, or like say that they fuck my mom, or say I'm a loser or a virgin, whatever. Like people say this kind of shit, you know, to you in games every single like day you play them, right? Or especially in the early days when I played Halo 3 and COD 4 to COD Modern Warfare 2. Hang on, what's this? Yo. You know, like, you get to play video games and be internet famous, and then you just deal with the same shit as like you do when you just normally play games. But this is the difference. If someone like knows who you, so in that random kind of League game or Halo game, right? They don't know who you are, right? Like, you could call them whatever, and you actually don't know what. The only thing you could ever say to them is if you can hear something in their voice. Like, if they've got a high-pitched voice, you call them a little kid, right? And they're probably a little kid. You know, sometimes if they're Asian or black, you'll get like a racist insult. But no, nothing's really personal. It's just like generic internet shit. But the problem is when you stream, you put your personality out there. And that means that the insults can be way more targeted, right? Ban them? Yeah. Shouldn't do that on stream. Do what? Which means, like, if say you had a weight problem, right? Like, someone pointing that out, if they can see you, that would hurt them a lot more than someone just saying, oh, you're probably like a fat fuck on, whatever. You shouldn't check Discord. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. So like that's the first thing. The other thing is because people are watching you, and like if you're streaming, right, you have to have a fucking webcam, right? Everything just feels like 20 times more personal. And if you have multiple people saying shit about you, like that like does kind of like get on your nerves, right? If anyone, like most people have had a YouTube channel, and I think most people have uploaded a YouTube video. If you get like 10 comments going like, oh, nice video, man. And then you get like the 11th comment, which is like, bro, your voice is high as fuck. Everything, it's like some fucking personal insult shit. Like that will give you a negative impression of going into the comments section, right? I'm actually curious. What kind of comments do we have here? Crying on camera is going to bring more harassment for the trolls. I just found my new favorite fetish, jerking off to dying, crying streamers. Right, like this shit's like fucking hardcore, right? When you play games, you don't deal with anything like that. Sounds like a tough life. Like this guy's this is like a confirmed retard, this dude right here. So this is the other thing, right? If you're a podcaster, you have to like be recording your personality for like a minimum of 20 minutes and a maximum of like 4 hours, right? Like that's fine. Like I can hype myself up and be really fucking entertaining for 4 hours. Sorry, but once a week. If you're streaming, you're sitting in your room talking to your computer for like, if you're a proper streamer, like 7 hours minimum. And then like I do 3 or 4 days a week of 5 hours and 3 to 4 days. Sorry. And then 3 days a week of 7, 5 to 1. What's that? 8, right? Now, let me see some shit in the chat. I watch Mitch for a good amount of time. The problem with him is that he puts this whole life on stream and his viewers use it against him. Since, oh, dude, I completely agree with you. In the early days, Mitch Jones got his success. It's the same as Ice Poseidon, right? Well, sorry, let's not use Ice. Ice is a very unique case. Mitch got famous from starting drama on stream, and then because he got a big fan base, and he's like a kind of a cool dude, right? Like you can agree, like in social situations, he handles himself. He wins the drama, right? And then he gets a ton of affirmation from everybody, right? Like in that specific case, I get it. I like you kind of like what is it? Like don't throw stones in a glass house, or like his fan base is a result of his early actions, and now he gets really upset that fan base is still sticking around. Because I guarantee you, if he did that same kind of like starting drama shit with people and like never went through that stage of complaining about everything, like those fans would probably love him, right? Like he kind of got fucked by but many people say he sells drugs. Dude, his dad's crazy wealthy. Like you don't need to sell drugs. But yeah, anyway, so like he's like a really good test case for this. He got famous. Like he got famous from acting a certain way, and the way he acted drew certain fans in. And now he doesn't want to be that way because he's older, right? He used to do that shit when he was like 22, right? I'm 21. I'm 22 in 8 days. In fucking 4 years' time, I imagine the content I do now, like I imagine I would hate it, and I think it was stupid, right? There's that saying, if you don't hate yourself from last year, you haven't changed yourself enough. Get your popcorn out, yeah. So this is the thing, right? If you're a drama streamer, right, which is what he was, he now has to deal with the negatives.
So bad.
I really hate watching people cry.
And I just keep getting dragged back down.
Okay, yeah. I feel mean watching this shit, but this is like important to illustrate this point, right? This is like the fucking... If I cried, if people in my chat brought me to fucking tears, I would turn my stream off, right? So the fact he's streaming this already, you're kind of like, yikes. Oh, cheers for the 2 bits, man. Let me pick your shekels up off the ground. So like just that to begin with, right? Like he's obviously in a fucked up state if you're broadcasting yourself crying, because everyone who like made you cry, this is like This is like that niche porn that you find that's like exactly your fucking thing, right? But like, this doesn't excuse the saying negative shit to people on the internet. Like, this is the internet. This is what the battleground is, right? He knew after streaming for like, dude, I realized it after like 3 weeks, right? You got to realize that like this is the way shit is. That being said, if you're someone who types negative shit regularly and harasses someone, like, if we're going to be really honest, like, would the world be any different without you? Or would it be like marginally better? And I think you would be marginally better, right? Because if I don't like something, I don't support it. So if I'm watching a shitty film on Netflix, I did just watch the Transformers movie yesterday, but fuck it, that's gold, bro. If I'm watching some shit on Netflix I don't like, I turn it off, right? Or oh my god, bro. Fuck off with these fucking cheers. Clone used to do an IRL stream so much. I'm going to do a kite surfing one. I remember the exact moment that he was on his alt stream, though, and his core viewers for 5 to 6 years were shitting on him. They were saying stuff about his mother. Yeah, I heard his mother had cancer and some shit. Yeah, this shit's, like, way too far, right? You just need to, like, know where your fucking boundaries are. Like, there's shit you can make fun of, and you can make it funny, right? Like, people calling, like... What's a good example of this? What's like a ongoing meme with someone? All right. I'm going to give you an example of 2 jokes from like the drama streamer himself, right? So, well, Greek God X, right? If you just say, okay, if you said a statement to him like, say there's something in game, right? Say there's some huge building and he goes, oh, wow, that's huge. And someone's like, yep, that's the GGX headquarters, right? That's kind of funny and it's not crazy mean. But, like, if you make a comment like, hey, dude, you're fat as fuck, you're gonna die young, and you're like, no woman is ever gonna find you attractive. Like, those are both fat jokes, but, there's a huge difference between those two. Since Mitch shared his whole life, everyone knows his fan. Yeah, this is the thing. You, think about, like, the kind of content that's been popular for the past, like, 5 years plus. It's pretty like it's quite fake, right? Like all these shows like Love Island are extremely fake. Like all that reality TV shit is like super processed and super fake. And so the reason why I really like Twitch is like you can get genuine personalities, right? Like if we think some big streamers with like top tier streamers with genuine personalities, I would say Summit1G is pretty like legit. If he's got an opinion negative about something, he'll say it. Ninja's not an example of it because he's trying to appeal to the broadest demographic, which is fine as well. But it's why podcasts have been so popular, right? We can have real discussions in depth about really like legit issues. And I think people like that. It's long form content that I think is less processed. And the benefit of it being less processed is the fact that you get a realer thing. So in Mitch Jones' case, oh my god, bro, the cheers. In Mitch Jones' case, he got popular because he's like better look. I reckon he's better looking than like 99% of Twitch chatters, right? So he like hooks up with like relatively hot chicks. There's the whole drama behind it, but he's like everything is on stream. It's kind of like Ice Poseidon. He streams literally fucking everything, right? Oh my god, Greek God X is a fat Greek. Sorry, Greek God is a fat Greek, I guess so. So you get the fame of putting your whole life. Yeah, he got like with 7 girls in 3 weeks. Yeah, like, you know, his game's pretty decent, right? He's got that whole skater boy look. So, you know, like he got his popularity from putting everything and being really real, right? And then the downside of that, let me change my fucking Streamlabs settings. I'm gonna put a bit count on it. Yeah, calm down, dude. You gotta spread the money out. My donations, my subs, alert box. There we go. Sorry, 1 second. So yeah, you kind of live and die by the kind of following that you cultivate. All right, here we go. Bits, minimum bits to alert. Let's do 50. There we go. Just for this. Well, I'll lower it later. So yeah. There we go. You know, there's a trade-off for the way you act, and he's gotten his trade-off, but this is the problem. 50 bits. You know, so, but now, like, this is his reality. His reality is he doesn't really have any other skills. You throw him in an office environment, he's gonna be fucking useless. Like, for a while, right? Everyone's useless at the beginning, but he hasn't worked in a retail, right? He hasn't worked in a proper workplace since he's now, you know, since what? I don't think he ever has. And now he's 26. You know, so there's more things are expected of him. But, like, this is the kind of point that just, like, as humans, shouldn't we just, like, lay off? Right? Like, he just needs to, like, chill out. Like, everyone just needs to chill out. Like, kind of let go. Anyways, this is where, like, the next video comes in, right? And this is from someone who's, like, borderline psychopathic. He doesn't care what other people think at all.
It's really hard to get into.
I'm just going to speed this up because he's
streaming will take
really
a big
slow.
toll on it if you don't make it, because when you stream, I don't know if a lot of people realize this now, but when you stream, you're literally, like, putting your personality, like you, on showcase, right? And so if you don't make it, if you're not prepared,
yes, this is the difference. Like, you're not an actor, right? An actor plays a role, and if the role sucks, people generally, like, they don't, like, what's a role in any movie, right, where someone's a piece of shit? I can only think of fucking Avengers because it's the last movie I watched. Come on, someone say who's a negative character that's a cunt in a movie? Jonah Hill's character in War Dogs, right? People don't go, "Oh, Jonah Hill, you would fuck over your friend at like the quickest chance you got," right? So this is like a big difference, right? Between streaming and like another medium.
Wow, I guess I'm just not a good enough person. I guess I'm just shit. I guess wow, I guess I'm just not the type of person that people like. You know, like
And this is the thing, right? Like, if I see my, like, this sounds really bad, I'm gonna hop off. All right, later, Jackal, dude. When you see, like, if you're streaming, say you're streaming for a 5-hour block, right? And if you start to see view numbers going down, you genuinely, like, this is how every streamer thinks. They're like, oh, I'm not being entertaining. I'm, people don't think what I've got to say is worth saying. Ben Shapiro is bigger than Clone. Like, none of this shit. You literally have a number that is live, right? It's a live ticker of, do people find you interesting or not? So when that ticker goes down, right, you feel bad, and when that ticker goes up, you feel really good. The most entertaining streams I've ever done would be on a day where I've gotten big growth, right? Hang on, let me just time you out for a sec. Oh my god, the Streamlabs OBS platform is so fucking shit for certain things. Timeout user. Okay. Yo, what up? Forehead. Oh shit, are you a Rainhead fan? Right, so let's just keep watching. We'll keep going with this shit.
Yeah, people. I think it's really hard to not be. If you don't make it as a streamer, it's really hard to not take that super personally.
Yeah, so like if I. So this is super interesting. Yeah.
No one really thinks that. I think they will always make other excuses for why they didn't make it. Well, yeah, but you make excuses because of that reason. You can't accept the.
So this is a good point, right? Again, this goes back to Mitch Jones. This is like he's such a good test case for this, right? Because he's like being emotionally like destroyed from Twitch, right? If he went to, he would need, I think he needs severe therapy in order to get better, right? If you don't make it on Twitch, like, does that mean that you're someone, like, people don't like you? I don't agree with that, because I think we can all think of friends that we have that we like that would be shit at streaming, right? Like, either they've got, like, ADD and they zone out after, like, an hour and they become really boring, or, they're just a quiet personality type, right? Like, they're nice, but they don't say much. So I think this point is, like, pretty wrong.
fact that you're not special.
But, like, these are thoughts that people will have, right? I know this from him when his view count is at, like, 2 to 3K, he he's in a horrible mood,
want to
right?
be like a big movie star or something, you know? Will you ever visit the UK? I kind of wanted to do. I was close to it. Well, actually, I guess I almost did for DreamHack, but then I just said no because I got banned.
We might just skip through this video a bit. It's pretty long. We don't need to watch it all.
Look at yourself. You have to be really honest, and I don't think most people are honest when they look.
Okay, so he's just talking about honesty,
Really
right?
honest.
Like, if you can... what he's really... How?
Art is a really scary thing to like actually think like, are there some qualities about my personality that are actually negative? Most people are not capable of doing that. This is why people get aggressive in ways that are very confusing. It's because they're avoiding that. For instance, how many times you see like a fat person who says like, instead of like, you know, like, oh, I'm fat, it kind of sucks shit, they'll say like, oh, skinny bitches are shit, you know, fuck those little bitches, you know, you always flip it and like try to make somebody else, tear somebody else down in order.
So this until like the 3-minute mark, he's pretty much, because I've watched this video before, he's essentially saying that people are really shit at Mitch would trade all his money for having viewers that actually want to watch him. Yeah, that's because Mitch Jones has zero, he actually doesn't have a concept of cash, right? He's never earned it. Anyone who's worked at Target or any fucking shit job, right? I just worked at Target, that was my one, knows like how valuable money is. If you grow up and money isn't an issue, you don't have a concept of money. That's why he doesn't give a fuck. I agree with you. He would trade all his money for having viewers because he probably has a void that like a lot of celebrities have, which is, you know, they kind of have like this void of wanting to be loved, and they need to fill this void with some quantifiable thing, which often is fame, right? But yeah, dude, Montana 69, you're 100% correct, bro. I agree. But anyway, so what he's just saying here essentially is people are really shit at being honest with themselves. And because, so someone might say something negative to me, and depending on the way they phrase it, they're going to get one of two responses. They're either going to, I'm driven by money. Fuck yeah, you are, dude. You work at Macca's, dude. You know what? Macca's for fun. He wants people to love him for who he is, and that's what he's been saying. Yeah, which probably means he was like neglected as a kid a little bit, right? I think he said that on stream about his dad. You know, which sucks, right? Like that's horrible, but you know. Anyway, so I'll just finish this point. The way people phrase shit is really important, and on the internet, people phrase shit as briefly as possible to get that point across. If someone says something really negative to me in a really shitty way, I kind of just go, oh, like, fuck this dude, listen. And it's really hard to take criticism from a lot of Twitch chatters, because, like, your average Twitch chatter has, like, sorry, boys, but, like, people who obsessively watch Twitch, which is what his community does, like, they don't have a life. They don't have shit going on in their own lives. Because they did, and Mitch Jones saying something stupid that's annoying them or whatever, like, they would just turn the stream off and go do some other shit, right? Like, to obsessively hate someone, like, you're not going to be a good person. You're not going to have much going on. Actually, that's a lie. If I had a girlfriend at work and I didn't get paid and she was nice, I'd still work. Or some real great mates. No, I've worked with really good mates, and like, it's not worth it because you don't get to talk to them the whole shift, right? You just go and hang out with them, right? That's the thing. You like those shit jobs that we're talking about, those Maccas, those retail call centers, like they're like, people are only there for the cash, right? No one's there because it's fulfilling. It's not like medicine or, I don't know if law's fulfilling, probably. Anyway, so we'll just skip ahead here. We don't need to like follow all of this shit.
That kind of behavior helps keep you from depression. Yeah, but it leads you down cancerous.
Okay.
Quite a bit when it comes to evaluating themselves, you know?
And this is the thing. How do you get sympathy from anybody on Twitch? Like, any viewer, right? Like, in their eyes, you are literally just this person who's playing games and getting paid for it. But in reality, when you stream, games are way less fun. Like, those stream moments, those highs are really highs. But like, when you talk for 5 hours straight, that's not fun. That's not like, well, sometimes it is, but like, in those lulls where not much is going on, you just want to be quiet, right? Or listen to music or watch a YouTube video on your other screen. And you don't get to do that when you're streaming. It, like, anytime I play a game off stream, and I'm, you know, like, sometimes I like to play, what have I been playing recently? Total War, Warhammer 2, or Halo Wars, right? I just get to zone out, I don't have to say anything. I can have a YouTube video playing in the background. I can have some music or whatever, right? You know, like this isn't. It's not the same shit. It does feel like work. I mean, I work about. Well, I used to work like 30 hours a week and then do uni and then stream, but I scaled my work hours down to 22. At work, when I'm sitting at my desk, like doing really shitty fucking like processing work, like that's really boring, I'm thinking about streaming. I'm like, oh shit, when I get home, I can do this. Let's try and work on this. Let's push Twitter. Let's push Discord. You know, like all of this shit. Can I untime Adam? No. I agree, but there is a difference with personality streamers and gameplay streamers. You get more attached to personality. Well, personality streamers tend to always be bigger than gameplay streamers, right? Like, there's people with better win ratios than Ninja, but Ninja's the most popular because of a multitude of reasons. Something that Korean people you just get really fucking, like, annoyed about, this isn't, I promise you, this isn't racist, is that, like, they would be way better than white people at StarCraft, but they had boring fucking personalities. They would just sit there, be quiet, and play the game, right? If you're making the money, you're making it out of personalities, right? Not all gameplay is more famous, I would say. I think personality, like, who are the notorious streamers of all time, right? They tend to have both. They tend to be, like, really good at the game. Probably not the very top, but, like, top 1% probably. Top 5 to top 1%. But, like, Summit, Lyric, Ninja, Shroud, right? Shroud is... Fuck, I don't want to, like, take any shots at anybody. I haven't watched Lyric's stream. Shroud is really good at, like, every FPS game. And I would say that Shroud probably has a less engaging personality than Summit, right? Wait, that's gameplay streamers? I don't know. Summit, I think, is a genuinely, like, interesting human, right? Like, I think when he talks, like... Shroud is amazing, everything he plays. Yeah, I agree. But then, like, okay, if we think of the Hearthstone section, Forsen, personality and good at the game, but mostly a personality streamer. Reynad, good at the game, but, like, witty and, like, had funny ways to insult his chat. Mitch Jones is, like, a personality streamer, but he's actually fucking great at games. He's really good at WoW, and he's really good at Fortnite. Personality streamers... For me, is Wreckful, Mitch. Mitch is a very good player at games. Like, it is interesting to watch people KSI versus Logan. Wait, what? Okay. Wreckful, but this is the thing. Okay, Greek is an exception. Greek isn't good at games. He's just like a catalyst for drama, right? But Wreckful was a tier 1 tier 1 Hearthstone player and a tier 1 WoW player for sure. Yeah, he's good at games, but since he shares so much of his life, he becomes a personality streamer as well. Yeah. Oh, cheers, Queasy Plays for the follow. But he's both. The top tier streamers are very good at games and have a good personality. That's like the top tier, right? And then you can either be insanely good at games or have an insanely good personality or interesting personality. That's how you get on the top tier, right? Anyway, I think there's a couple more points here, I think, that are really good. We'll just try and skip through.
At the same time, and my insults were usually really clever and really funny. Those were like,
okay, so he's just talking here about how he got big on Twitch, which is like good at like quick insults and good chat interaction and good at game. Yeah.
I like obsessively read content online about me, so I have a pretty good thought of I know.
Okay, I don't think this.
Make friends? I don't make friends with anybody, I guess.
But he actually goes on to say, like, he can't form, like, he has said that he has sworn off personal relationships with people, romantic relationships with people. Like, this is the spectrum of he'll read everything about him, negative, positive, whatever. But he also, like, fuck, I can't say too much about his love. I don't think he's, like, in love with anyone. Queasy Plays. Anyone want to... Oh, shit, bro. It's alright, dude. Don't worry. We have a rule, and I think it's a rule across Twitch. But we got a rule on our channel. And anybody Anybody who promotes their stream on someone else's stream is a piece of shit and goes to the fucking gulag. So we're gonna ban you and never come back to my fucking stream ever again. Alright, sorry about that.
Can you describe in your words what you imagine the opinions of people who don't like your art? Well, I mean, I can just quote them.
Anyway, I think we probably summarized this pretty well. Don't be a dick to people on the fucking internet. You can have some, like, playful banter, but, like, if someone's to this extent, why, like, who are these fucking people saying, like, sorry, not this one. I found my new friend. Like, this is just being a cunt, right? Like, don't be a fucking cunt. Sounds like a tough life. Like, dude, like, he does literally get insulted. He turns his stream on, and people, like, make jokes about his girlfriend getting fucked by Raynad, which is like, literally, like, first time hard, kind of funny, like, 200th time, like, fuck off. Lamau, just turn it off. This guy's a fucking... How are these guys people giving 12 likes? Fuck, well, I don't even dislike shit. Fuck all these people. 215. Oh, I don't even know what that shit is. Where are your parents? So I'd be like, really? If someone's breaking down, don't be a fucking cunt. Anyway, I think this is about it. Like, just... His actions have led to his situation, but like just I don't even know how many viewers you got here at the moment. Fuck, it's gonna be pretty low, right? 11. Okay, like just everyone who's in the stream, don't, if someone's genuinely upset, just stop, just leave it, right? Like, don't antagonize them further, like, because like it is as hard as fucking corny as fuck as it sounds, like, he is a human, like, he is a person at the end of the day, right? You know, if he's doing some shit like starting drama that negatively affects other people, well then, yeah, I think you can be a little bit more harder on him. And he did definitely do this. Like, I'm not a Mitch apologist. Like, he definitely not ruined people's lives, but like suddenly people were getting doxxed and like harassed because of his actions. And that's really bad. Like, 2 wrongs don't need to lead to a right. Alright, boys. I think that's probably about it. If there's anything interesting about it, like... I think that's probably it, right? Like... It is so bad people, especially teens, they don't care for anybody... Yeah, like, young people, true, are gonna, like, be more, I don't understand how their actions affect other people. That's fair enough. Please don't. I won't do it again. Queasy players. How? The beginning of the song is way better. Band user. Fucking knock that shit off. Alright. Has anyone else in chat got anything interesting to say? If not, we'll end it here. Well, change perms in Discord. Minecraft. Note block Soviet march. Get off the stage. Supposing links. Okay, cool. Awesome. Alright, boys.